So, similarly to his brother Eric, Lyle Menendez was denied parole. The panel said that he can reapply in 3 years, or if he has good behaviour, this can be reduced to 18 months. Let's take a look at everything that happened in the panel hearing. And again, both Menendez brothers have been denied parole. This was a different panel to his brothers, and the Parole Commissioner, Julie Garland, said, "We find your remorse is genuine, but despite all those outward positives, we see you still struggle with antisocial personality traits like deception, minimization, and rule breaking that lie beneath that positive surface." It was Lyle who at first told police that he believed his parents' brutal deaths were a mob hit job. He also fashioned elaborate stories that involved people lying for him to cover up their involvement. Both were cited by the board in their reasoning against his release. The brothers were not arrested until police got word of their admissions to a psychologist. Lyle told the board, "I'm profoundly sorry for who I was, for the harm that everyone has endured. I will never be able to make up for the harm and grief I caused everyone in my family. I am so sorry to everyone, and I will be forever sorry." The panel reviewed whether Lyle posed a risk to society if released and examined his life before the killings and his time in prison. He was asked about his time as a student at Princeton University and how he was accused of plagiarism and suspended as a result, as well as speeding violations and burglary allegations. The panel also brought up his illicit cell phone use in prison, which they said he appeared to have near constant access to for years. Commissioner Patrick Reardon questioned if they should give so much weight to all of the positive things he did in prison, like his schooling and programs he created for inmates, when he was constantly violating the rules. The panel noted that he pleaded guilty to a mobile phone violation as recently as March of this year. Lyle told the board, "I would never call myself a model incarcerated person. I would say that I'm a good person, that I spent my time helping people, that I'm very open and accepting," noting that he'd done a lot to help vulnerable inmates. "I'm a guy that officers will come to resolve conflicts," and he described himself as a peacekeeper. In explaining denying parole, Commissioner Garland said incarcerated people who break rules are more likely to break rules in society. Although he had a tablet that he was allowed to use, Lyle explained that he continued to use mobile phones because it gave him more privacy. So both Menendez brothers were denied parole. They can reapply in 3 years or 18 months for good behaviour. And they have other routes, potential routes for freedom, including clemency and the habeas corpus. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And I'll keep you updated if there's any developments with those routes, so make sure you follow.